Welcome back to the channel. I'm Jerry from Bigelow Woodcraft, and if you watched my video last week, I had a video out that talked about all the modifications and the builds I've had over since owning this mill to make my life easier out here. Well, what I got on here today is about a 16-foot white oak log. I'll show you the cut list we have to cut. I already know it's 16 foot. "16 inches. I have this jacked up. I got the centers pretty close. 14 inches. 16 foot long, 14, 16. How many board feet is that going to be? We're looking at about 100 board feet, and we should get everything we need out of this. It's going to be close. Let me show you the cut list. Here's the cut list I need. 1.5 by 3.5, 72 inches. 1.5, 3.5 by 60 inches. So that's why I'm using a longer log. 3/4 by 10 foot, 3/4 by 4 foot. So that will be one board. And then two 5.5 inch by 5.5 inch by 56 inch. So that's 112 inches. So, 8 feet, almost 9 feet long. So I'm going to cut it all out of that 16 foot, and whatever's left over we'll keep for ourselves. He's using this lumber for a project around his house. It's a customer. So I'm going to get this knocked out. I think I'm going to get this 5.5 inch cant. I'm going to try to get it out of anything but the center. So I'm going to try. I'm hoping to get... Oh boy, that's not going to give me a big enough cant, is it? A 14. 14 will give me a 10-inch cant. I'm going to shoot for 11. So the centers are lined up. That will be keeping me out of the center. I might even be able to get a 12. I'm going to get it right out of the center if I can. Last week, the video was on all those modifications, as I mentioned. I just want to run through them real quick, and I want you to watch for them in this video to see how I use them. I have the 2 roller conveyors. Slabs go off that way. Lumber goes off this way. I have the log deck. We're not going to need that now. So, but you know how that goes. I added an extension. I put these stainless steel bunks on. I added an extra couple of loose bunks. The stainless caps on these bunks are made from refrigerator doors. I welded a nut on the handle. I built dusk sweepers for the carriage. Power up and down return, power feed, throttle. I'm sure I'm missing a couple of things. Oh, the log stops, the bearings, and the slots in the log stops. And as we get using this today, I'll give you a highlight of each one of those. All right, I think we're set, guys. I'm going to get this fired up and get going here. that'll do it, guys. I'm not happy with this log. I don't know if the customer's going to be happy either. I ended up, I tried not to go through the center of the cant, and I just couldn't get that 5.5 inches around it or away from the center. And unfortunately, there's a couple wormholes in it. Which one? I think it's this one. Yep, right there. This is for an old cabin, so it may be fine, but I wouldn't be happy with it. So I'm going to probably have to pull out another log. So that'll do it, guys. I ended up using all the builds because I sharpened the blade, and I used the log deck, I used the rollers, and every modification on the sawmill today. So I like the modifications. There's a few things I think that should come standard with these mills, but you know, at least the log bunk caps, those should be standard, and a better water valve. All right, take care, guys. I'll see you at the mill next time.